So you're ready to get your show out to the world. You've recorded your trailer and a couple episodes, and now it's time to watch those download numbers go up. Not so fast, my friend. Distributing your podcast means making it available wherever your listeners prefer to consume their podcasts. You're going to want your show to be available on as many podcast listening platforms and apps as possible. If you haven't already done so, this is when you're going to need to sign up with a hosting company. Publishing your podcast, it'll need to be uploaded to a hosting service first before you can distribute it. Your hosting company will create an RSS feed for your show so that it can be distributed on the various platforms. This is why you should have at minimum a trailer recorded and ready to upload, because you can't get an RSS feed until you've uploaded at least one episode. A trailer counts as one episode. Once you've uploaded your first piece of audio and gotten an RSS feed, now you can start to submit your show to the various podcasting platforms. You first have your RSS feed submitted to most of the major platforms like Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. It may take different times for them to approve your show for distribution. Some are as fast as 24 hours, others may take up to a week. So if you have a specific release date in mind, make sure to take care of this part well in advance. That's why you should plan to have at least a trailer uploaded around 2 weeks before you plan to release your first episode. Like I said, the amount of time that it takes for each platform varies, so you don't want to upload your first piece of audio December 31st and expect to have it available on New Year's Day. A turnaround that quickly is only possible after the initial setup on the various platforms. As a reminder from a previous video, your RSS feed is how the information about your show, such as the name, episode titles, show notes, gets to the various directories and listening apps. This is what allows your show to automatically be updated wherever you have it listed whenever you upload new episodes to your hosting service. That way you don't have to do it for all the individual podcast listening apps, because that would be a headache to do every single episode. For those of you who have a hosting company that doesn't automatically send your RSS feed to other podcast listening apps during your initial setup, there's a manual way to do it, but it's as easy as copying and pasting a link. It's not hard at all. Submitting your show to each platform may seem like a lot of work, but the good news is you only have to do it once. The process varies slightly on each platform, but they're all pretty straightforward. After that, the individual apps will monitor your RSS feed for new content and updates. Like I said earlier, your show is automatically updated whenever you release new episodes, so it'll only take a couple minutes for the major platforms like Apple or Spotify to update. The other services may take an hour or two to update, but it's still pretty quick. In order to get your show seen or heard as widely as possible, you should also publish new episodes as posts on your podcast website, whether that's your own site with its own domain or the website which most hosting companies offer as part of their packages. For both accessibility and SEO purposes, you may want to add transcripts to your episodes as well. If you're doing an audio-only show, I'd recommend publishing your episodes to YouTube. I've linked to a video showing how to do that in the description below.